Because look at this, dude, one broke off in the frame right there. Before this video gets started, guys, we want to wish you guys an early Merry Christmas because we got a ton of Christmas presents that we're going to be throwing in random orders in the next 24 hours only, guys. That includes digital entries as well. We're just going to pick a bunch of random orders and we're going to throw in some awesome TVs right here. We got 3 of these 98-inch TVs. That way you can watch your games, whatever you want to watch on that massive screen. We got some Xbox X Series, top of the line stuff. We got these handheld Xboxes, super cool. You can gift that to somebody, gift it to yourself. We got these massive speakers right there. We got more JBL speakers, more TVs right here. So do not miss out, guys. You're gonna get automatically entered for that right there, the double V giveaway plus 50 grand in cash, or you might just get some random presents in your order. So do not miss out. Check out goonzquad.com. Check out all the official rules. Good luck. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are back on our Huracan Tecnica project. As you guys know, we do got 3 major projects going on right now. We got the McLaren Senna. Previously, we started that sucker up, got that sucker driving, amazing progress. Now we're waiting on the final bits and pieces to actually arrive so we can finish that thing up before the end of the year. That's our goal. And also we do got the Rolls-Royce project back there, which we weren't able to order a shock tower, but we finally were able to find one and it's actually getting shipped to us as we speak. So that'll be here really soon where we get back onto that sucker. But right now, Tecnica is our main focus because we do got a plan. It's actually gonna be a lot different than all of our other builds. Our plan is to actually probably sell this thing. We're actually kind of forced to sell this project because we need to afford some other parts for that Senna and also that Rolls-Royce. So this one might have to be the one that has to go, but we're still gonna build it sick. What are you thinking there, dude?
I mean, whatever has to happen to get that Senna done because that thing, it was a pricey one, and the Rolls-Royce, you know?
Yeah, even though this right here is the best Huracan that Lamborghini has ever made, it might be the perfect one for us to just get rid of because, you know, light damage, you know what I mean? Low miles.
Hopefully easy fix, you know?
Easy fix, which we got all the parts right here. So I guess that's kind of what we're gonna get started with. We're gonna crack open all this stuff right here, get a game plan together, and we're gonna go ahead and start cranking on this Tecnica, and we'll show you guys what it's all about. Max, this is not a box for you. So we got a ton of Tecnica parts right here. Some are used, some are brand new, but let's just start with these seats right here, which got a little roasted on the top, but no big deal because we're just after one airbag, which is inside over here. And somebody had an amazing package deal for 2. So we just picked these suckers up and all we really got to do is just slice it open, put it into there and stitch that seat back up. And believe it or not, you cannot even buy seat airbags from the dealership unless you have some sort of special connections.
And they're probably priced the same as one airbag, you know?
Exactly. So we just went this route right here and that'll take care of our airbag situation. Quarter panel is very technical for this Tecnica. It's actually very specific to just the Tecnica. So we couldn't even find it used. We had to go to the dealership, got one brand spanking new. Also got a Tecnica side skirt right there, perfect condition, pretty beautiful color. Not as good as that pink though right there. But anyways, also got 2 original wheels, which we decided we're just gonna go with the original wheels just because of how beautiful Lamborghini, you know, got these wheels. You know what I mean?
Dude, the OEM wheels look fresh, especially with like some lowering springs. It's gonna look good, dude.
Dude, and we got these suckers for a steal, $1,000 a piece, and from the dealership, dude, you're looking at about $5 grand for one wheel.
Yes.
So we got some good wheels right there. We got a ton of suspension right there. That's gonna fix our hovercraft driving looking thing. You know what I mean?
Don't even drive straight.
Yeah, it looks funny. So we got all new components right there. And also we got a carbon ceramic rotor because ours is destroyed. Then a few other little pieces that go behind that damaged quarter panel right there. But anyways, I think first thing we're gonna start with is actually getting this suspension straight because, hey, once we get it driving, dude, we can rip it down the road. We can see what this thing is about. So I guess let's get started with that. Big hammer.
Typical Lamborghini stuff.
What are you seeing in here, dude? Anything cool? Dude, did you notice that the brake calipers have these little ducts attached to them right there, dude?
Super cool. And I think there's actually, like, whenever we ordered it for that side, that hose attaches to something to cool it down.
I think it's the under tray. There's like little scoops on the bottom.
Goes to the bottom. That's pretty sweet,
yeah.
dude.
We just took this side apart right here to kind of see what we might be missing on that side. And I mean, this is a perfectly good side over here. Just is missing, like you said, that rubber hose.
Yeah, I think
inner fender.
They took it all apart, so it definitely probably goes to the bottom or something like that. Other than that, dude,
looks good.
Solid.
Hey, let's jump over here right quick, and we'll show you guys the damages going on. So first thing I noticed right off the bat is the rear steer. This piece right here is broken off the knuckle, which it looks like it's just like a little stud that goes in there, right?
I think this unbolts right here and just pop that off. And gotta order that. We didn't really think about that. That's crazy though.
Hey, it's fine.
I think it'll be a simple fix though.
Yeah, it's not gonna prevent us from driving this thing.
This is definitely bad.
They literally put X's on the bolts and parts that are not really even damaged. Like what? That little scratch?
That little scratch right there. I mean, I think this just went to like a super high end. They could have went to the Lamborghini dealership.
Back to the factory or back to the dealership.
And they like marked everything right there because they marked every little thing. Even if it has like a little scratch, they marked it, which, I mean, we know we replaced that. This definitely marked. We bought a new one of those for sure because it actually got ripped off right here. The bottom one though has a mark, but this is part of the frame, so we're gonna have to weld this on, which, you know, that's,
we got that part too.
Yeah, we got that brand new part, so that should be pretty simple right there for the most part. You know what I mean?
And what did they mark right here? Did they mark anything on the tub there? Look at that little X right there, or the little arrow.
Oh yeah.
Just missing some seam sealer is what it looks like to me.
Got a little chunk taken out right there.
Let me see this.
That's nothing. That little chunk, easy little replacement fix.
Yeah, that's super easy right there. Yeah, this piece, luckily, you could just weld on. I would hate to replace the whole rear subframe. Definitely not doing that.
Yeah, that's a big job right there. But that's easy stuff. We've replaced one of those on our other Lamborghini. They break all. Yeah, I think we welded one of these new ones. So this is a
that little piece for the radiator there.
For sure.
Heck yeah, dude. Well, I guess let's change out some of these suspension components. See if we could at least maybe temporarily fix this rear steer.
Possibly weld something there.
Weld something, or just throw in a bolt or something, dude.
Let's do it.
So the rear end is no longer loose back here. I mean, look at this sucker, nice and stout. New control arm is in. We did a temporary fix for the rear steer. You guys seen what we had to do. We welded something up, should be perfect temporary fix. Also, we had to even get a whole press in order to press in that joint and that arm over there, but hey, we needed that press anyways. We're gonna use that for many other things. But anyways, up front, it is not looking good, guys. We didn't know half these damages were here, so we just thought it was the upper and lower control arm when we kind of peeked up under there, but it's looking like it's a lot worse. Look at this right here. Dude, that shock pretty much has got bent right there, which honestly, this is a very expensive shock. I think it's like upwards of $7 grand because this is the magnetic ride, plus it's got the front lift. But I think we may be lucky and we may just be able to replace just this bottom section. It looks like it unscrews. That would be awesome, dude.
That'd be a plus right there, because those are not cheap.
Not at all.
Unless we can kind of straighten that out for now, because we still want to drive it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to straighten out a few things. That way we can at least do a little bit of testing in this video. We got to straighten this out right here.
That's supposed to be straight.
And also, yeah, we also need some bolts, because look at this, dude. One broke off in the frame right there, which we'll figure something out. It's going to be a fun little challenge right there. And look at the rotor, dude. That's insane. Not a cheap one, dude.
It's that weak carbon, man. Need a steel one.
I don't know. I think I've seen steel ones do that too right there. So
yeah, true.
We got one of those luckily, but man, luckily no damages to the frame up front. That's what I'm very happy to see. Everything is intact up in there. So this little replacement stuff is just going to be, I think, a walk in the park,
hey,
dude.
That's what it's meant to do, is brake first right there instead of the car.
Hey, they designed it right. But anyways, I guess let's try to straighten some things out and we'll move on to something else. Alrighty guys, it's time for our first little rip session. I mean, we got our suspension straight in the front and in the rear.
It looks good, man.
Hey, it looks really good. And I'm surprised that these wheels are still holding air in those tires, you know?
Look at that big old chunk right there, dude. They're still solid. We'll wait on the new tires to come in before we throw other wheels on. But hey, for now, it's good to drive.
Dude. It's good to drive. Dude, one thing I'm afraid of is this front shock. It's only got one leg, dude.
That's scary, because if it does break off, we can possibly damage like this bumper, because it'll hit the ground pretty much.
I think it's gonna be good, dude. It's not like we're gonna be like jumping in the air or anything with this car.
Never know, man.
There's some bumps out there, but before we hit the street right now, we got to take care of some stuff up in here.
Yep. Throw a new pyro fuse on here. Probably put that battery up, strap it up. That way it's not bouncing around, and just clean it up a little bit, and then we'll be ready to do a little rip ski on it. Up.
Let's see if we can get this sucker out of limp mode, because it ain't gonna be fun. I'll tell you that.
It won't even pass 3,000 RPM, which that ain't fun at all.
Check engine light's gone.
It's a good sign right there. He's a ripper, man.
Golly! Hey, only 300. You just put a mile on it,
Put
doing
a mile
a donut,
in.
dude.
300. We did a mile donut right there. I hear some loud noises up front.
Really?
Yeah, like I hit that bump. I was like.
What the heck, dude? That's actually fast. They gave me butterflies,
Oh,
man.
yeah, it gave me butterflies too. It's fast. Like, it's a fast car. It has I think as much horse.
640 horsepower, right?
A lot.
Stock.
That's a lot of horsepower for a stock Huracan.
Wow, this thing rips.
Yeah, I know, man. Maybe that little donut sesh was good for the tires, because I mean, she
for
don't
sure.
even spin.
She's gripping now. All right, so that first test drive was pretty dang epic right there. Even though this thing is not fully 100%, it's still ripped. And we just thought of something. The fact that it has such low miles, it might not be fully broken in, and maybe there's something in the computer system that actually protects it from, like, you know, bouncing off the rev limiter. So
That's a good thing.
hey, it is a good thing. It's protecting it, but dude, I think it's time to move on to some paint work. Right here, we got exactly the same paint that Lamborghini uses at the factory, which is PPG, and it's called Viola Bast, which is an interesting color, but hey, we got it right here. It's a tri-coat or a 3-stage. You got your base coat, you got your pearls, I guess. It's
Your
kind of
tint coat, yeah.
Tint coat, and then you got your PPG clear coat. Let's crack this stuff open, dude, and see what it looks like. I wonder if it's gonna be like just that pink right there, or is it like a combination? You have to combine them to get that color. What do you think,
I
dude?
think with the tri-coat, you gotta like throw the pearls right.
What?
That doesn't even look like the same thing.
Dude, that's a purple. But it does look purple, you know what I mean? So maybe this...
Wait, let me see this right here.
Yeah, I'm not sure, dude. We did pay about $2,500
That's
for this paint.
completely different. Maybe with the
With the next coat?
with the next coat, and maybe tints it pink. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe this is a color too.
I think so. Let's see right here. But dude, that looks pretty dang epic, honestly.
That does look good right there. Oh
Yep.
yeah, that's
The combination of these two is
That's
going to
insane.
create that, dude.
that is insane. That's gonna be a tough one. So that's why we're opening paint up right now, even though we're not like technically ready for
Yeah.
paint. We're gonna do some test strips.
So we're not going to paint these panels right here. Like you said, we do got to do some test panels because our goal is to not blend onto the surrounding panel. So we got like this lid right here, and then we got the door right there. So if we can match it up perfect, that'll make our life so much easier, because if we have to blend onto this panel right here, imagine, you know, doing all this tape
Taping
work
all
right
that
here.
up.
Lamborghini even had to tape this stuff up from the factory, and look
Yeah.
at that, kind of imperfections right there, dude.
It's not super perfect. You can kind of feel it right there, but I mean, hey, that's a lot of work right there.
Same thing with the door. We want to stay away from this door as much as possible because it has this Tecnica stencil on the side right there that was painted on. So that would be very difficult to replicate. So our goal is to just get it, I guess, painted with the paint without having to blend onto the panels around it. So I guess right now, let's do some test panels and hopefully we can get it spot on. We have a winner, guys. So it's gonna be this paint card right here, which is only
2 coats of that, I guess that red tint coat, which makes pink with that purple and stuff like that. And look at that, man. It's almost dead on right there, dude. It looks super good. The other stuff, that's like 4 coats, 3 coats, and then that's 1 coat. That's way too light right there.
Yeah, it's a little too purple right there, but man, that's really cool that we, you know, wrote down and we tested out different combinations of that, you know, tint coat and base coat.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do maybe 2 more cards before we actually paint the quarter panel, maybe do some dry. I think we made these a little bit wet, but no big deal. That's why we did this before we actually painted the quarter panel. That way we don't repaint it like 2 to 3 times. But anyways, before we even paint the quarter panel or that side skirt, we're gonna try to test fit it onto the car. That way we can see if there's any more like frame damage or anything like that. Make sure everything lines up before we like paint it, put it on, and then end up scratching it by moving stuff around. So we're gonna probably do a little bit of aluminum welding. We gotta weld this bar into here, which that should be pretty simple. And then replace this top bar, a few other bars, and then we're gonna throw our quarter panel on.
We got some good news, guys. It's looking like we got 0 frame damage in the back because we went ahead, put on the quarter panel, the rocker panel. These new panels are on and the gaps are literally original. Look at that. I'm honestly surprised with this impact. No frame damage is pretty dang awesome, to be honest.
I think the suspension took the hit.
Yeah, the suspension definitely took all that impact right there, but I mean, look at that quarter panel to the door. The fender right here might need to be adjusted just a little bit, but that's light work. Everything else is coming together so nice. We welded on the new bar for the radiator, swapped out a damaged bar right there, a broken bar. Dude, it's looking so good. I cannot wait to have this thing fully painted, one color, lowered. You know, maybe exhaust, of course.
Sure.
Maybe a twin turbo. Who knows?
Who knows, dude?
I think it would sell better with a twin turbo. What do you think? I don't know.
We'll come down to the buyer.
We got our guys at Project Gamma that would love
They do some good work.
That sucker. Yeah, they do some awesome work. But anyways, guys, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. Definitely drop all your comments and thoughts down below. If you're a serious buyer and you're interested in this thing, definitely email us. We'll have that in the description. But with all that being said, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.